Hey everyone, welcome to Questions, Comments, Concerns for episode 3 of Threshold Relics of the Homeland. Players, questions, comments, concerns.
I legitimately forgot.
That's why Box is there, to be like, hey guys, we didn't do this thing.
I can't believe I forgot the staff of like all things. I like was just like
stealing.
No, I swear I was
You're
like
in trouble. No?
I was kind of like,
is there anything else? I'm like,
Ferrex was so hoping you were
What?
going to forget that staff.
well, Pamela forgot the staff. So yeah.
oh man.
I like the portal hopping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I like
love
that.
seeing
Like,
how you
yeah,
travel
like,
through that
oh,
because
man.
not only was it like
Yeah,
world building and fun
Yeah.
to play, it was like it gave us an idea of like how we even
Yeah.
got to that
a
space
little
to begin with.
A little preview of Domus Batrum too is like it's like a city, but it exists through like maybe a couple of blocks worth of portals in the Nexus. So geographically, they're like the areas of the city are spread all over the Homeland.
It's sort of like they're not bound by... It's the fastest point from A to B is not necessarily a straight line. Sometimes it's a straight line broken up across the world.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
Because
it's all about the straight line as you're going through portals. And so like, yeah, that was kind of
twisty.
yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with that actually.
If anything, I kind of like that it's even if that technology like got in the wrong hands or something, it'd be like terribly confusing to
Yeah,
use. So it's like that's sort of like self-protecting.
it is a little
in a
bit.
way.
Yeah,
It's like unless you knew like the things.
Well, it almost,
yeah. I think that's why you don't have a lot of humans trying to like open old Nexus gates and stuff because there's not really a whole lot to be gained from.
Yeah, just
Like,
like, I have no
you'll-
idea where that goes. I would just
And
disappear.
if you take a wrong turn or trip over something, all of a sudden you're like in the plane of fire or something, and you know.
I like to think that they're like technicists that go missing for like 35 years and they come back and they're like, I took a wrong left.
I mean, yeah,
Man, they didn't work.
you accidentally pop into something across the astral sea where time works different, and
They get this like
I get overtime for this, right?
They get this book and they read the book wrong or like if someone gets smudged, they're like,
I've been on the
shit.
I've been on the clock for 35 years.
That's something that's going to happen. Your book's going to get smudged.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be like 3 choices and you know like it's like you can be gone forever.
Yeah, the possibilities are a lot of fun.
No, it's cool. I love the imagery, like the world building and stuff behind the idea of like like maybe not even there being like a nexus of portals in a cluster, but even like you could exit a portal, have to walk a day across land and enter another portal.
Yeah.
And like that could be really cool.
Yeah, totally. I didn't quite hit that as hard, but
It would have required more like.
but yes,
yeah.
there's definitely like you guys. Honestly, it took you a lot shorter time than you expected when you started this journey, probably. So
Yeah, maybe it was just like a previously more well-traveled route, and so it was more convenient. But oh man, I wonder if there's like portals elsewhere on the planet.
I mean, they're built by elves, so it's everywhere elves have been.
Right.
yeah, it's pretty much. There are supposedly some all over, however far the elves were able to colonize. So
But we did learn that the Chroma Rocks, one of the Chroma Rocks acted as a portal, right? But it was built pre-elves.
yes, we did learn that.
Interesting.
So it's possible that they were able to conceptually link maybe special areas like that or things that were used for other portals. They managed to just kind of loop the Nexus into those portals. It's probably easier than building fresh gateways.
I always imagine the portals being on all the time, but I think it's not on, but like maybe like there being active ones and inactive ones.
I think the ones that are used more, like the ones that are in the Domus Batrum that people are traveling through,
maybe,
it's like
maybe they're
it's
the
like
ones
walking
that are
down the
all
street for them. So those are
Right,
probably on all the time.
the time. But I think it's kind of cool. You have to like activate them. It is very like Stargate, but it's 2-way.
I love the idea of like having to. There's like people like it's their job to fix them and make them run and turn them on or turn them off. Like I just love that idea.
Yeah. I think
It's
cool.
that minutia of everyday life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What is a blue collar job in a world
what's a blue
of magic?
collar elf?
Right.
Yeah, and it's a technicifer.
Yeah. One of the many.
Cool. Yeah, this is my first crack running NPCs, so you know,
How'd it feel?
it's fun. I don't know.
I was so tempted when you were the Victoria Guard
Yeah.
guy and you were talking to him, like eyeballing him, because I hadn't walked in yet. I was so tempted to be like, this man is a terrorist or something.
I was wondering if you would do something like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, you're lawful good paladin.
I thought about it, I was like, oh, he definitely is thinking it, but he can't do it.
High road.
Yeah.
I hope it's okay that all the guards and the militia of Victoria are all chess pieces.
No, I like it.
I'm working on something similar for Nara.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of fun that they mirror each other.
Yeah.
I just I thought of Bishop, and then it was just kind of like, oh, let's go with this.
It's a super easy way to identify them.
Yeah. That too. And I'm not quite sure exactly how high the rankings go either. That's something to be considered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure probably Bishop is probably my class.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I figured.
Below me is Knight.
Yeah, and
then Rook, and then
and I don't know if we're gonna go into King and Queen, but
I wasn't quite sure either.
We'll probably just have that one step above you, so
which is probably.
And I think we just go up to Mother Superior.
Plus, at some epic point in the story, you can totally be like, checkmate.
How did it? I guess this is a question for the whole group. How did it feel when it's Tip is just totally putting on an act for everyone else?
I like that you dropped that. Actually.
Yeah, her normal that's her norm.
And I think it said a lot about the church that you meet Mother Superior and you feel like you can drop her guard around her, but you can't drop it around
the people you work with. Well, and I even asked may I speak freely?
Yeah.
Meaning can I speak how I normally speak?
Yeah.
Because I think to Tiff words for her part of being a cleric and worshiping Victoria is Victoria's all about progress, and it's why would you use frivolous words if it's not going to make any progress? So only use the words necessary for progress in a conversation.
Interesting.
Economy of language.
Yeah. And so to her, that's part of her worshiping Victoria, but whether most other people don't seem to follow it, but she still does.
Yeah, I think that might even be something that's more specific to you and maybe the people that you've taught in your time and stuff. But
yeah.
I loved the. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I loved the role playing bits that we got to do.
Yeah.
In this round.
I kind of wanted to
being
get
on the
you guys,
island and everyone having to wait for me to sleep.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to get you guys out of
that.
danger so we could do I knew the sleep thing was going to be a thing at some point, and I wanted to give you guys a little more
me
chance
laying
for
there
RP
listening
and
to
stuff.
everybody talk shit about me behind my back.
I didn't have to say I did not. I took the moral high ground.
You did. You're the one
professional about him the whole way through.
I'm not professional.
No.
There are so many parties in D&D are just a group of people that are together because they make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually they end up feeling more like friends very quickly. But I really like that this group feels utterly professional.
Yeah.
Everyone is in it for. We don't like each other, but we know that we kind of have to keep each other alive. I really sort of
it's gonna be real interesting once you are maybe faced with some things that aren't professional. So
I like the sort of that energy where it really does feel like we're a people that only hang out together because we're getting paid to.
Exactly.
That's also why I'm excited for Town Time, because now I get to see what you guys are doing when you're not being paid to hang out around people you don't like.
Yeah.
Right. So think about that for next episode.
That's going to be really crazy to juggle, though, 6 different storylines.
It's going to be pretty quick. You get one day. I'm not going to
you get one thing, so make it good.
I'm not going to do I want a quick description. I'll do maybe one scene a piece if you guys want to do that, but I'm not going to go too crazy and make storylines for you guys while you're in the city or anything. I've got something you're meeting back at the church the next day. Stuff's going to happen. So
Great.
Yeah, I like our group dynamic. It's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I like having antagonistic relationships.
I don't trust anyone. I'm not sure if I was hanging off a ledge, so to speak, if somebody would
For a nice guy, Vox is way more antagonistic than I thought he would be.
He's super passive aggressive.
I like it. I like it. It's like
super passive aggressive.
This Minnesota poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Like he's and he's like, we have all this other stuff that you forgot, like in a way that you can't fault him, but also in a way that's like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's like oh, he looks like he's being helpful, but you know he's rubbing your face in it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, but hey, you forgot that thing. I'm just saying.
Oh, I love it.
I legitimately forgot.
I love it because it's so fun to play off of.
Yeah, and you know, I've realized like in the beginning I was totally in like Ferrex's camp and like 100% like totally into it, but maybe it's like just me, but like I've slowly like tipped to task, and it's like I feel
Probably
so
out of
bad.
pity.
Yeah, like I personally feel so bad, and all I want to do is like just give you a hug and say it's okay.
It is kind of too bad because Taz hasn't really done anything overly nasty besides just be a little snippy back when someone's
I've
mean to
sniffed
him.
back and I've goofed a few times.
Yeah.
Like I have like bumbled in each fight.
Sure,
I got like my halberd stuck in the armor. I tripped when I was running from Paperman. Like
you got to you freaking ended Paperman at the end there. Though,
Yeah.
so.
That's gonna be so exciting, like because there's the potential. Because we dislike each other, it's gonna be that much more satisfying when we like learn to be friends.
Yeah.
Rather than like, and we're friends now.
yeah, we're just.
It's like we're gonna earn being friends, and we're gonna be stronger friends because of it. I just know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Anybody have any other thoughts? Feeling okay?
The
Happy?
Will-o-wisp, like
Oh. Yeah, my wisp wave.
yeah.
I really wanted the wisp wave.
Gosh, that's
I liked
terrifying.
that you let us like run
Yeah.
through and ahead of that and like made it feel like we gotta get through. You gave us our like
It felt
action
like
moments.
I was
Yeah.
being pressured. Yeah.
And it was like, come on,
But it turned
Garrett,
out
open the damn
really well.
portal.
I was actually ready for you guys to try and go through the old portal there too. That's why I gave you the old Nexus stuff.
I was gonna ask, but she never looked until later, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because in my mind it's like we gotta go. Like I don't have
Yeah.
time to look at this.
Yeah, I'm glad we did
No,
not
no,
try
that was
to do that.
That was fair. It was honestly, it worked out much safer for you guys that you went that way.
Well, it's also
So,
better now because it's something that we'll go back to later.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know, like sessions from now, we'll go back to where we started, and we'll get to experience that. It's sort of like a returning to where it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. Cool.
That's it.
Everybody good? Everybody happy?
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you all for watching. This was questions, comments, and concerns for Threshold Relics of the Homeland, Episode 3. See you tomorrow for Afterwards, and thank you for watching. Subscribe, Twitter, Reddit, all that stuff. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.